I thought Venom's breath was bad.
It is.
Oh, you know I'm kidding, don't you, Charlie? How long was I out?
Days.
What happened?
Before or after you exploded.
The collar.
Still intact. Though I'll admit, when Agatha and I first made it for you, we didn't anticipate the need to withstand alien energy.
Felt like more than that. As if...
Thankfully, the venom creature didn't seem to like it either. Ran off through that gate of his, which is why Blade was able to get you home.
Next time I will send that thing straight into the abyss.
Next time, there will be no next time. I know I've been pushing things hard. Pushing you.
That's what you do?
Maybe not on this one. At least until we find a way to counteract the volatile effect of these compounding alien and mystic energies. Which reminds me, Strange and Stark have been chomping at the bit to come see you. Which, of course, I would not allow.
Hope you were not too rough on them.
Me? Of course not. Though I can't speak for Charlie. Still, wouldn't hurt to show your face around here when you're ready. People are starting to worry.
Tell me about it.
Okej. Dobra, jesteśmy w tej misji. Trochę się wydarzyło. Pęknięta obruszka na szyi. Ale dobra. Mamy wiadomości od Ororo i od Blade'a, tak? Tak. No to idziemy się spotkać z Ororo.
I was hoping we could get to know each other.
Of course. I am available to answer any questions.
So you're an open book, huh? You don't find it hard opening up to people.
Czy lubię to? Czy bardziej zależy od osoby? Może to wcale nie ma znaczenia?
It is easier to open up around those who make me feel comfortable.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Easier to read the room and see what's worth revealing.
You make it sound strategic.
Navigating relationships require a little bit of scheming.
May I ask you a question now?
By all means.
Your powers are unlike anything I have ever seen. It is incredible. Was it difficult honing them?
You flatter me. I've learned to control my powers, just like our colleagues in the Abbey. While my abilities are impressive, they can be strenuous.
How so?
Apologies, Hunter. That is something I'd like to keep to myself.
We are still establishing boundaries. There is no need to tell me right away.
Thank you for respecting them. Answers will come in due time.
Lucky for us, I am not going anywhere.
I sure hope not, prophecy killer. I think that's enough for now. Your patience will be rewarded, Hunter. Just not today.
No i fajnie. No i dobra, zajmę się wszystkimi rzeczami, co tutaj są do zrobienia i widzimy się przy rozmowach z Morbiusem, Capem, jak i również z dozorczynią.
And you are certain it will hold?
We wouldn't be standing here if I wasn't. You two focus on the creature. I will worry about the collar.
Haven't really seen Blade since he got back from the sewer.
Carrying Hunter home on his back.
He's still outside. Being extra broody. Maybe you should talk with him.
Good idea. I'll go with you if you like.
All I'm saying is the tower's lost. We're no closer to breaking through Slimerama's sanctum shield, and our exalted chosen one just woke up and is listening to our every word. It's great to see you on your feet again, boss.
I hear Venom is still on the loose.
He is, but I do not think he will be a problem for us any longer.
That's curious. Everyone sees Venom as a problem. Even before he was under Lilith's control, I'm sure he was on some Avengers watch list.
What are you getting at?
Venom knows he's done wrong. He's tried. He's trying to reform. But it is often hard for people with marks on their record to get a fresh start.
Very well. If Venom ever frees himself from my mother's grasp, I will give him a second chance.
Thank you, Hunter. I'm sure that anyone in Venom's situation would be very grateful for that.
I hear I owe you my thanks.
You know, when you were resurrected, I was sure you wouldn't be able to overcome the darkness inside you.
What do you think now?
I'm beginning to think I was right. You are your mother's kid, all right. No escaping that.
Nie wiem, czy się poczuć obrażony, czy nie. Tak szczerze. Może w ten sposób?
I know who my mother is, and I know what that means for me, but I assure you, I am working hard to resist her.
Just keep being as honest with yourself as you're being with me right now, Hunter, and you might just have a chance. Might.
Just, what do you think you saw?
You're telling me you don't remember what happened after that blast? Because that was some messed up shit.
Tell me.
You were crying out for your mother, calling out her name like a lost kid at a theme park, while all this crazy-ass dark energy was swirling around your body, almost taking it over. I was so sure you were about to fall that I didn't leave your side. Surprised you came to with the light still in your eyes.
I feel fortunate to have you looking out for me, Daywalker.
You and I, we share the same burden of bad, and that's some heavy shit to carry. I want you to know, you don't have to carry it alone.
I would appreciate you not sharing what you witnessed with the rest of the team.
I don't plan to. It's not mine to share. I'll leave that to you.
You're one tough cookie, Hunter. Biscotti level tough.
Biscotti?
Teeth-breaking Tony kind of cookie.
If only I was more teeth-breaking with Venom.
Yeah, not your best moment, but it wasn't a total bust. We learned that it takes more than an energy blast straight from hell to wipe you out.
True.
And that Blade? He's an asset.
I owe him my life.
Yeah, he gets 5 stars from me. And ass-kicking abilities aside, he's pretty on point with his movie references. Outside the mission stuff, I gotta say, I had my doubts about Blade. The brooding vibe, the sunglasses indoors, his lack of preference between a Chicago style versus New York, which is just plain wrong. But the more I see him in action, the more I think he might be an okay dude.
I can confidently say he is one of the more promising Dampiers I've ever fought beside.
That's some compliment coming from you. I have a feeling that's a very exclusive list. And I can say the same. Although my list includes probably just Blade. Anyway, I wanted to ask how you were, and it turned into a full-blown cooler talk. Better get back to work before the boss notices. Catch you later.
We're missing something, Hunter. And the frustrating thing is it's happening right in front of us.
Where?
The Sanctum is filthy with Hydra. Too many of them. It wouldn't take many guards to secure the building. So the question is...
There is only one way to find out for sure. And to do that, we need to get inside.
That's not going to happen until we get a sample from Venom.
Our list of problems continues to grow longer.
Well, we're not here for the easy stuff.
Caretaker, are you all right?
That's what I wanted to ask you. I know you're on your feet and seem fine after that explosion with Venom. But I know all too well from experience that sometimes the worst injuries are not visible to the naked eye. So, please tell me, Hunter, are you actually as fine as you seem this morning? Or should I be worried?
No, Caretaker, I am not. My collar, the explosion, it cracked it.
Cracked?
Yes.
I feared this would happen. Venom was filled with your mother's power. It would be naive to think it couldn't fracture even our best defenses against her. At least cracked doesn't mean broken. Not yet, at least. You will have to work doubly hard to rein in your darkness. Your actions and words mean more than ever now. Make sure you use them with integrity.
I understand.
Yeah, well, I guess I should stop fussing over you and go see what horrors Hydra has in store for us today. As you were, Hunter.
I'm sure I'm not the first person to inquire on this fine morning, but seeing as how you did explode in what I might describe as a most spectacular fashion, any side effects I should know about? Headache, blurred vision, the urge to murder us all?
Well, something did happen that I would consider a side effect.
There's no need to be coy, Hunter. I've seen my fair share of embarrassing side effects. Unwanted hair growth, growing third eyes, uncontrollable flagellation. Nothing shocks me anymore, except for Tony's night terrors and chronic bedwetting. But in all seriousness, I hope you feel comfortable enough to disclose any medical conditions you may be experiencing now. We can't in good conscience send you back into battle against Hydra if you're not in tip-top condition.
My collar. I am afraid the explosion cracked it.
Cracked? How big is this crack?
Minor. Almost undetectable.
A small fissure should not be a problem. Your collar is made of tough stuff, almost as tough as you. But if you see it expanding even a millimeter, you must, and I mean must, come to me immediately.
Absolutely. You have my word, Doctor.
Is there anything else I can help you with? Any burning philosophical questions about the universe you need answering?
Job. Glad to see you back on your feet again. Strange and I tried to stop by for a little house call while you were out, but turns out your dog is part flamethrower.
She is very protective.
That's one word for it. Listen, I know you're probably hearing all sorts of comments after your last tangle with Venom. For what it's worth, we both just wanted to say that we don't think you should get within 50 light years of that thing until we sort out what the hell's going on between you two.
How does the old saying go? Slash me once, shame on you. Slash me twice.
Couldn't have said it better. It's like I'm talking to a living meme.
I would hope not. The last meme was killed during the Great Culling. Their mimic abilities made them one of the deadliest threats of the old world.
Right. let's get back to fighting the giant alien slime monster. Look, Strange and I have been studying pieces of that symbiote ever since this nightmare began. Problem is, the further they get from the source, the more their molecular structure changes, which basically renders them useless to us. In zombie movie terms, I need a sample from Patient Zero, the old slime ball himself.
Venom.
Or Eddie, if you talk to Peter. Either way, that's our guy. We get a sample from him, somehow maintain its molecular integrity long enough for Strange and I to poke around at it, and, well, we're in business.
To do what exactly?
Well, I don't know, maybe we could try and solve that you exploding when you fight him problem for starters, then go from there.
I like the sound of that.
Good. Calling it my symbiote sampler for now. Hey, I ran out of acronyms, okay? Stage 1 in stopping our symbiote nightmare once and for all. Meet me over by ye old anvil over there and we can get started. Oh, you're not afraid of needles, right?
Needles?
Forget I asked. Sure.
Okej, to idziemy.
Thought it might be nice to get away from the others and not talk for a change.
So we are going to fight again?
Not exactly. You've proven you can handle yourself with a sword, Hunter, but a warrior's greatest weapon is their mind. Yoga requires discipline, balance, and control. 3 things I'm hoping you've got in spades. How about we grab a couple of mats and find out?
Agatha instructed me in multiple postures from the original sutras themselves. I would be happy to show you a few techniques.
Well, I didn't exactly learn my asanas from the mall, Hunter.
Okay, Blade, let us do this.
Was hoping you'd say that. Now sit down, relax, empty your mind. Or as Magic likes to say, pretend you're Robbie.
O. W końcu. Okej. I co dalej? Przy centrali coś można zrobić? No to rzucę okiem jeszcze. Jakoś wysłać na operację
These are the
bohaterską.
current priorities.
Ulepszona pospolita
Sending your
zdolność.
friends out to fight isn't the easiest choice, but we all know what we signed up for.
I dobra,
Friendly
dajcie.
neighborhood service and friendly neighborhood prices.
W porządku. O, to niedostępne. Trzeba zrobić te badanie do końca. Także najpierw musimy zrobić misję poboczną. I to będzie ta. Potrzebujemy kasy. Okej, jesteśmy po szybkiej misji pobocznej. Trochę poprzeszkadzała tam Scarlet Witch. No i teraz idziemy zobaczyć. I możemy się wybrać na spotkanie.
How can I help?
Carol Danvers,
Pale skin goes with everything.
Magic,
One thing you and I
Blade,
have in common, Hunter.
Tony.
We both know death ain't a
Czyli
career
w sumie
ender. I mean,
każdy,
you
który
straight up
jest już
resurrected.
na drugim poziomie. Dobra. Postawiłem na Captain Marvel. Ze względu na to, że co? Że ma... Że uwielbia po prostu tą pieczkę, co posiadam. Tak na trening się wybierzemy. Jo. Coś pogadają?
So what is space like?
It's a weird cross between beautiful, deadly, and slightly boring.
Boring. How so?
Space is empty. There's not much to do on that journey but look at the scenery. Even then, it's hard to tell you're actually moving. Kind of like highway driving through Nebraska. Sorry if I'm ruining any romantic notions of space travel.
you have not ruined anything.
That's a relief. I know my perspective is skewed. I take it for granted sometimes, and I really shouldn't. It's not all a big pile of nothing. Saturn is lovely in person. Every time I'm near, I take a pit stop on one of its moons. Just sit there and appreciate the cosmos. I love it. You're a mind reader.
19 punktów.
Hunter, are you all right? I was so...
Here to gloat, Mother?
Quite the opposite. I was concerned. I could not sense you after...
Your pet monster nearly destroyed me.
An unintended and unforeseen consequence of your continued assault against me. The mystical energies within our blood do not always mix well with off-worlders. But neither do the wards of your pretentious sorcerer. The venom creature is a calculated but necessary risk.
Risk? I thought he was your precious child. Be careful, Mother. You are starting to sound like Sarah.
You misunderstand me. Loving such a creature is the risk. But I do. As I love all my children. In truth, I adore Venom for the weakness he exposed in Sarah's shackle.
My collar?
Every revolution of self starts with the tiniest of rifts. An ever so slight splinter in the glass. A hanging thread begging to be pulled until it unravels all. You should be celebrating. That crack is the beginning of your emancipation from my sister's control. She keeps you collared because she fears you. They all do. Sarah wants to hold you back from realizing your full potential, the way she tried to hold me back centuries ago.
I am starting to think this centuries-long conflict is nothing more than a bad case of sibling rivalry.
If only it were that simple. It is about you. It always has been about you. Besides, you are the person she's trying to subjugate. I've already broken free. Once you're unshackled, you will finally be free to be yourself.
And who is that? Answer me!